All right, I went to the dispensary. I got a new strain. It's called Chinese Spy Balloon. Keeps you right at the cloud line, but still gives you that intelligence. They also had one that was Chinese Spy Balloon, or CSB, with a little bit of UFO in there. And I got shit to do tomorrow, so I left that one at the store. But I saw some people saying get back to plumbing, so here we are, back to plumbing. And, listen, last weekend I worked about 30 hours in 2 days, and, I decided to take Monday and Tuesday off. But now we're back at it, and I got a call for 4 splits inside of a summer home. They lost power during the freeze, and here we are. So this one's a long one, just like your sister likes, because there's more than 4 splits. We turned out, I believe there's like 9 or 10, and in the beginning I was trying not to get myself wrapped up inside of the crawl space, even though it's got a nice mat on the floor. But I tried to do all the work from up here till at the end when I noticed that I had to go in the crawl space to fix the last joint. A lot of people are asking what those are. So those are Viga stiffeners, just like your sister likes them. I know, I'm playing it out. I'm sorry, man. It almost works with every phrase in plumbing, believe it or not. But on the fin tube, not M-tubing, but fin tube for baseboard, you gotta throw a stiffener in there if you're pressing on it, because it's just thinner than M-tubing. So after a while, it'll probably just leak. Some people are telling me they can't get the stiffener inside of it, but you can't use a tubing cutter. That's what I've learned. You got to use an oscillating tool, a bandsaw, or a sawzall, and then you got to get a half-round file and get the inside of that pipe so that sucker slides right in. I won't even go there. Then I come to find out, so this was a 2-day adventure, unfortunately. So, like I said, I took Monday and Tuesday off. I don't know what I did Wednesday. And then this was Thursday and Friday, half a day on Friday. And then I took Saturday off. So I didn't really do much plumbing, so that's why you haven't seen much videos. But my shop is open, 30packjack.com. We're selling sweatshirts. Size up on the sweatshirts. We're selling t-shirts. We're selling hats, leftover calendars. That's why all you've been seeing is me promoting, marketing. I mean, hey, what do you want from me? But this baseboard, I learned it the hard way. It's about 30 minutes from the supply house, and I thought it was going to be 3/4 pecks, so I grabbed some 3/4 pecks on the way out there. Turns out somebody ran 5/8 pecks, which I didn't even know existed, so I had to go back to the supply house, grab some 5/8 pecks. That's right, it's a short piece, but don't worry. It's right there at the book line, you know what I'm saying? 2 inches. Matter of fact, 5/8 didn't even make it in the book, so it's we're going with 1/2 inch on that one. That thing's split wide open, huh, kid? But, yeah, I don't know. It was a tough day. This was a tough day. I had about 4 supply house runs because I ran out of couplings. They didn't have slip couplings because of the big freeze. I had to go back later in the day for a couple of slippies. And I don't know if I told you, but if you're still watching, we're probably around the 3-minute mark, and this sucker's 6 minutes long. So I know the Super Bowl's coming up, and I figured I'd pump this thing out a little earlier so we can get behind the TV, right? I don't even have cable, so I won't be watching that. I know, I'm a bum. What are you going to do? But I've had enough service in the last 2 weeks to last me the next 3 months, and we're actually going to be taking this week off from service completely. We're closing the service department down. We're going to go to the 10 units and start new construction on that sucker. I got about 2 days into it, so I'm going to spend the next 7 dedicated to getting that sucker piped. I can almost guarantee you by Friday I will not want to do another PVC joint. If an emergency comes up, I'll kind of just play it by ear at that point. But for the most part, I'm either answering the phone or I'm not. And if I do, I'm telling you I'm not around for about a week or 2. We got another one done. We're going to turn the water on right now to the first floor run and pray to God that that's the Nope, it wasn't 4 joints. There's 5 pouring out the bottom. Some of you are going to say, how come you didn't hook up an air compressor to find all the leaks? Well, it's just, I mean, I guess you could have at that point, but it's just simpler to turn the water on and find the leaks when they stop pouring on the floor. Just get a couple of towels, soak her up, and keep moving. I mean, it was probably worse once the other 4 popped and no one was around. What's a couple of puddles afterwards? You know what I'm saying? Of course, this one's as close as you can next to the woodwork, so I had to whip out the torch so I can slide the fin tube copper off, clean the solder off so I can sandcloth her down and slide a ProPress coupling right on that bitch. Excuse my language. I'm trying to keep up with what I was talking about before, but this sucker's too long. I think every time I say long, you guys have to drink, all right? I just started a whole new conversation at this point. So I found another one. It was right around the corner. Don't worry, I didn't, you know what I mean? And now look, we turned the water back on and there's another one. Ah! You guys know how those days go. So that's not even, I don't know, some people are telling me that's gray PEX. That's heat PEX. So it's 5/8 Uponor heat PEX. That's what that is. And then once we turned the water on for all the leaks that were upstairs, I still heard water dripping down into the basement. So here we go, crawling into the crawl space. And of course, it couldn't have been in, the 3-foot section. It had to go all the way down to the 1-foot section. And it was a Monoflow T, copper. It blew right apart. I've never seen anything like it before. I don't even think it was a sweat joint that blew apart. It was just a copper fitting that blew apart. I didn't have a Monoflow T on me, so I had to go back. Oh man, if I end up like that guy, just throw a top on me, baby. So I had to go to the supply house the next morning. Yeah, there it is. See where that sucker is? My God, I had to get another. What I got was a Monoflow T, but it was ProPress. You say, hey, they don't make those, but they do. You just got to get a Venturi fitting and slide it inside of the ProPress. Then it becomes a Monoflow T, my friend. So that was the last of the leaks, and me and the superstar are going out for a steak dinner. We're purging right now because everybody asks that question when you get done fixing leaks. Of course, you pull all the water out, pull all the air out. There's all the water. I was laying in a puddle down there. I just can't wait to get my ass home so we can go out to eat. And there she is. Extra calendars are in the store. Support that beauty, will you? My God. Hey, man, plumbing ain't easy. We also had dessert. She was in love, but don't tell anybody.